Hey everybody, thank you for joining us on ABC24 Plus. I am Chief Meteorologist Trevor Birchett, talking all things Memphis weather and Mid-South weather. Got some big changes coming later on this week, and we got to talk about some rumors going around on social media. There's a lot of buzz about maybe a winter storm coming. Well, not so fast. We got a lot to talk about here over the next few minutes. Let's get right to it and get to the maps and show you what is going on. The next biggest impact for us in Memphis this week, we have another cold front coming. That's going to get here Wednesday. So we're looking ahead over the next couple of days. It does look like the cold front's going to bring in some rain showers, mainly Wednesday morning, maybe a little bit into Wednesday afternoon. But in general, the first half of Wednesday going to feature some rain. Behind that, temperatures are going to drop. Very cold air by the end of the week and this weekend. Notice though, snow, well, I wouldn't say it's likely at this point. Of course, it's wintertime. It's January. It's about to get colder. Anything's possible, but I don't see anything quite yet. We'll talk about why here in just a little bit. First, I want to start out with a look at the upper level weather pattern and kind of what is going on up there. First thing you'll notice, we kind of have the yellows and the blues. That's kind of the separation between the warmer air masses and the colder air masses. So right in here on that dividing line, that's where your jet stream is. So what we look for to get colder air, we need that jet stream to really dive south to get that colder air that's up in Canada down to the mid-south. So right now, the jet stream is a little further north. So that has us in a slightly more mild air mass. And that's kept temperatures slightly above average with 50s and 60s to start the week. But watch what happens here as we play this forward through Wednesday and Thursday. As that cold front sweeps in, you get that dip in the jet stream. So that jet stream now goes all the way to the Gulf Coast, and that allows that colder air to dive into the eastern United States. So we're looking at definitely some more winter-like weather, some more winter-like temperatures at least, diving down into the Mid-South and along much of the East Coast. So that's kind of what's happening on the jet stream. I want to show you in more of a kind of a traditional map here. And you're going to see that cold front start to dive in from the north. And again, that is going to help some rain showers to develop Wednesday morning. So we'll start off Wednesday with some rain. The rain clears out and then the cold air comes in. So cold air comes in after the rain ends. Certainly by Wednesday night and Thursday, we are going to start to see much colder air arrive. Notice once the cold comes in, though, we don't have any precipitation on this model and on most models. We're not getting any precipitation once the cold air gets here. Of course, we need the cold air first, then we need the precipitation. Yeah, there's a little bit of a rain-snow mix up in Missouri and Illinois, but I'm not seeing any indications of that coming south at this point. So to discuss what's going on and what's being seen on social media, and a lot of you might have seen the snowfall maps and the outlooks for the next several days and weeks that there's going to be a big winter storm in the south, we had to kind of break down how we forecast and how this works and why you're seeing some of what you're seeing. So the basis of forecasting is we have dozens of weather models that run throughout the day, right? What they're doing is they're just really complicated physics and calculus equations. They look at what's happening right now. That's like the current state of the atmosphere. Then through all their equations, they run those models to see what could happen. So each model has a slightly different set of parameters. So each model, eventually, the further out you go, is going to show something a little bit different. So what we look for is, I want to look at two totally different models and see something similar to have confidence. If one model is showing something and the other 6 are not, I'm not confident that actually is going to happen, right? But what happens on Facebook is people will grab that one model that does show 10 inches of snow in Memphis, and they'll post that one. And if you read through the text, most of the time these Facebook pages will say, this is one model, it's not a forecast, but it's way down in the fine print that nobody actually reads. So you have this big fancy map of 10 inches of snow from Dallas to Memphis and New Orleans and Nashville and everybody in the South, and it just gets clicks and shares and it rolls out of control. What you have to know is that's one model out of 12. One model showing 10 inches of snow out of 12 other models not showing anything. I don't like those odds. You're never going to see us put it in our forecast until we have multiple models getting on board. It's just irresponsible for us, to go on and say, I think it's going to snow next week if one model out of 12 is showing it. Something else we really look for, especially with winter weather, is each of those models has what's called ensemble runs. So one of the models we look at is the GFS. That's the American-made model, a traditional model that goes out a couple of weeks. There's the main GFS model, and then there's 30 different slight variations of that model. So the main GFS model will make a forecast, and then they'll change one little number here, one little number here, one little thing here to get slight variations in the forecast. So we can look at those 30 different ensembles and say, okay, a couple of these show snow, but out of the 30, only one or two show it. So we're not super convinced by that. Other models have ensembles too. So we can look at a total of 80 ensemble runs that have slightly different parameters for what could happen. And I can look at those 80 ensemble runs and I can see that, only 2 or 3 have snow. I'm not confident in it actually going to snow. But again, like I said, somebody on Facebook can take that one model out of 80 that shows 10 inches of snow and plaster it on Facebook. And that, of course, gets its clicks and shares. So that's where the rumors are going around. So now that you know all of that, I wanted to show you the ensemble stats for today. I just pulled all the numbers. The odds of winter weather based on those ensembles through January 24th, which is about the next week or two, only 13% have more than a ½ inch of snow in Memphis. I don't like those odds. Now, again, it's winter, it's January, it's cold. Of course, snow is always going to be a possibility, but I don't like betting on 13%. So we'll watch the next few weeks. We are going into what I think is a slightly more favorable weather pattern for maybe some rounds of winter weather. But at least for the next couple of weeks, again, 13% of the ensemble members. Again, I told you there's about 80 that I can look at. Only 13% have like a real snow. I don't like those odds at all. So there's no snow in my forecast. I'm not going to put it in the forecast based off 13%. It's just too low of a chance right now. So snow totals, 0 for the next week. Not going to happen this week, but it is going to be much colder. So let me get off my soapbox. We'll finish the forecast here. Tuesday, actually not bad. You might want to enjoy Tuesday. We'll see sunshine, highs in the 60s after a pretty cold morning on Tuesday. Wednesday, again, we get some showers in the morning. Those will clear out, and then the cold air comes in. So very cold Wednesday night, a low of 26 Thursday morning, and then a high of 39 Thursday afternoon. Again, I think really the better chance of rain is Wednesday. After that, we are mostly dry, but just prepare for some rain Wednesday morning. Watch the hour-by-hour radar. We'll see the rain start to come in by 4 in the morning on Wednesday, and then we'll see some spotty showers through the Wednesday morning commute. So starting off Wednesday morning, we'll see a little bit of rain, and then we'll see showers maybe continue as long as lunchtime even. Here's 11 a.m. Wednesday. Everybody's still seeing some light rain, but quickly after lunchtime, that rain clears out. So by the second half of Wednesday, that rain should be exiting. It's mainly lighter rain. I'm not really foreseeing any thunderstorm chances, certainly no severe weather. So rain totals probably only about 1/4 of an inch right now through Wednesday morning, maybe into Wednesday afternoon. The bigger story, though, again, is the cold. It's been a little warmer lately, average high 50. We're going to drop. It looks like temperatures are going to be below average through the at least the 3rd week of January. Again, just because temperatures are below average, though, doesn't mean we're going to get any snow. Here's your high temperatures for the next 7 days. 62 Tuesday. Again, enjoy it because we then drop 51 Wednesday, 30s and 40s for highs for the rest of the week and into the weekend. So here's the final 7-day forecast as we take a look. Again, you'll notice there's no snow in the forecast. If that changes, I'll let you know, but it's not happening this week. 62 with sunshine Tuesday. Rain likely early Wednesday morning, clearing out by the afternoon. Temperatures drop behind the rain as a cold front clears. 26 Thursday morning. We only get to 39 Thursday afternoon. It's sunny but cold. Same thing Friday. I think we're sunny, chilly, 48 the high temperature, and then a little colder for the weekend. Lows in the 20s and 30s. Look at that Sunday morning, 23 degrees. Could even be in the teens in some of the suburbs. 40 degrees Sunday afternoon. And it looks like we will stay chilly early next week. A low of 22 Sunday night, 44 with some sunshine Monday afternoon. So to wrap that all up, yes, colder air is coming. No, there's no snow in the forecast yet. If that changes, again, I'll let you know. But there's only a small fraction of weather models showing anything. And it's just so small of a number that I don't have any confidence to put it in my forecast right now. So not expecting any snow anytime soon, but we got a lot of winter left to go. So who knows what could happen. We'll keep you updated as things change. But for right now, I'm Chief Meteorologist Trevor Birchett. Thanks for joining us.